it's Keti. I'd like to wish you a happy Easter. And this Easter, I know a lot of people will be home, so I'm offering a free belly dance class, which is all about healing the body. Now, what we're going to be doing is creating moves throughout the body from the head to the feet that are healing for our body, healing on lots of levels. I also do somatics, which is a lot to do with not just inner sensing, but understanding that you can heal your body through sensing yourself inwardly, and also almost meditating in a certain part of the body to allow it to self-heal. I know that I've healed myself after a very bad car accident where I broke 13 bones in my body. And there were many other times where I had to employ belly dancing to kind of support other things, even if they were medical issues. Belly dancing was definitely supportive. Why? Because it rolls, it's fluid, it's very sensory, and it helps make you flexible. But also, it shimmies, it shakes, it bounces, and it activates your lymphatic system, it activates your circulatory system, it opens up your breath and lungs. It also stimulates various organs, which of course produce hormone, so we do get some kind of a rebalancing effect. So I would love to invite you to this class this Easter. It's a short class, it's just 20 minutes, but it's really fun. And again, you don't need any experience at all. It's for people who already are into belly dancing or those who've never tried it. So please come and join me, the link's below. I'd love to see you there. And again, happy Easter. Hi everyone, welcome to my studio. I'm Keti, and this is a free class for you on belly dance and somatics, going through all of the body areas known as the chakras. It's very healing because it activates lots of different parts of your body, which are also areas of high hormonal or chemical activity. And they're often associated with organs which produce these hormones or chemicals. So there is a very gentle rebalancing effect. This class is open to men and women. It's very gentle and you don't need any experience. Just remember, at all times, make sure that your feet are nice and flat, earthed, that your knees are soft and relaxed, that your pelvis is gently tucked forward, very gently in a natural kind of position. The chest is held high, the shoulders are back, and the head is held up. Relax your jaw because that really helps to release the whole body. Okay, we're going to start with some gentle movement in the first area, which is above the head, the crown area. Now this is all about us inhaling, breathing in, and just allowing the oxygen to come into the body. Okay, let's take a nice deep breath in, bring the arms up, breathing in, and release. Allow yourself to breathe in, fill your tummy, and release. I like to imagine I'm sucking the energy in through a straw from the earth to the heavens, and down from heaven to earth. Now this time what we're going to do is we're going to come up, and then we're going to come down. Gather the energy from the earth up to heaven, and down. Gently bend the knees. Breathing in, release. 2 more times, up. And 1 more time, breathing in, get the oxygen into the body. Now through that third eye area here, we're going to really just aim at bringing the head down and coming up to the side just to release the neck and head area. It's nice and safe, come down and up like a semicircle, gently and slowly. It releases tension in the neck and head. 1 more. So our head area is really important to be open, free and light, and we're going to do an exercise to just open up that area with a cross-lateral movement. Just sweeping across the body through the head and forehead area. Sweep across the body. And then we take it down to the shoulders and chest. Now, one arm comes out and then the other. So we're stretching across the body from right to left, opening the body and stretching horizontally. Okay, now we're going into the throat and shoulder area. That's the throat chakra. It's all about clear communication. Allow your shoulders to roll. I'll come a bit closer. The shoulders roll. They make circles. I like to keep my elbows a little more tense than the rest of the arm because the elbows are the protectors of the solar plexus and they will give you strength. So just by activating your elbows, you'll find strength in your upper body and shoulders, which activates all of that clarity through the throat. So that's the first movement, and the second is a forward and back movement, shaking the shoulders. This is also very healthy and healing for the thymus, the center of immunity. Just forward and back. What I like to do here is just allow myself to rock forward and back. It's a really joyful move and it begins to activate through the shoulders and the heart. So let's go between the two. Nice strong elbows. Keep the shoulder blades together. Soft hands and roll. Now what we're going to do is we're going down into the heart area. With the heart, we're going to roll our chest around in a circle. This activates the interstitial muscles between the ribs, which aren't used very much. And it's really healthy to open up those muscles because you also open your lungs. Now remember, the heart and lungs, they're together. The lungs are spongy and the heart's like a little ball and socket in the middle. So what we're going to do is roll around through the heart, activating that area and imagining the heart like a warm little ball of muscle rolling through our spongy lungs. Now let's also use our arms. Arms, and then circle of the chest. Arms, shoulders, up and down in the vertical, circle of the chest in the horizontal. Arms up and down in the horizontal, and chest in vertical. Coming down. Now we're going to come down through the body into the belly. We're going to wave sagittally. Sagittal is forward and back. It's a spinal move. All you do is allow your chest to go forward and back. Make sure that the legs are relaxed, but the back is strong. This movement will start to activate all the organs in the abdominal area. Now, the more you take your energy into your tummy and use those muscles more than the spine, you're going to activate all of those areas inside. What I like to do is wave one way and then the other way. Now we have our liver on our right, under the ribs, and we have our spleen on the left. If we stretch each way and activate our body, we're going to get a stretch on each side. And I'm using the shoulders, if you notice. So it's basically a forward-back momentum with a side direction. Now that you're there, I want you to go from foot to foot and allow your weight to gently transfer in the vertical plane into a figure of 8. This now goes deep into the hip joints and also the pelvic bowl and the intestines. So this is called a vertical figure of 8. It's in the plane like a mirror or a wall. It's perfect for going up and down in the vertical channel of the spine. Now, up and down. When your spine is moving, we get a certain momentum in the body that's all about curiosity. It's called the head-tail connection or the spinal connection. It's fluid and it lets us really explore space through the spine. Now we're going deep into the intestines in a horizontal figure of 8. Allow your weight to go from foot to foot, experiencing it deeply in the earth. Horizontal uses your thighs and your glutes. Now when you go horizontal, allow yourself really to feel the hip joint roll, but also the deep pelvic bowl sink down vertically. Ladies, it's wonderful for the reproductive area, PMT, fibroids, anything to do with menopause, symptoms of menopause. You can really help alleviate what's going on in the reproductive area through activating it through movement. And now a circle. So we're down in the intestinal area and the reproductive area now. Circle really allows you to move your energies forward and back through your hips and thighs. Now your thighs have got big channels of blood and veins running through them. And also at the back of the knees here, we have where our lymphatic system begins. So our calf muscles, by squeezing down like this into our calves will pump the lymph in our body. Okay, so let's go again. Vertical figure of 8s. Remember, always sink into the V of the pelvic bowl where the gravity is, and rise up into the vestibular system, the head, where the levity is. Gravity down there, levity up here. Let's balance gravity and levity to heal the spine, to find buoyancy in the body. And now let's roll through the chest with the lovely shoulder roll and circular motions. Remember, the heart is like a ball rolling in your lungs. And then we go back and forward with the undulation. But then what we do is we direct it right and left to really stretch both sides of the body. And after we stretch, we come into a deep vertical 8. Shimmy. Now this beautiful instrument is a qanun, which I recorded in Cairo. What we're going to do is allow ourselves to shake. Okay, here you just shake. Now, where does this shaking emanate from? The feet have to be flat, the thighs strong, the knees relaxed, and all the flesh trembles around the glutes, the thighs, and now I'd like you to push it to the sides. What does this do? It activates the reproductive area. It also activates the intestines. A lot of people say that they kind of become more regular once they start to do shimmies. It's very activating. Let's now go into certain moves. The vertical down, shimmy, the horizontal across. This is very snake-like. It's like the snake, the lemniscate, the snake that kind of has its tail in its mouth. Shimmy. I want you to bounce into your heels. When you bounce into your heels, there's a really strong, energizing, activating effect in the bones. The bones are strengthened, and I know in Chinese medicine, when I lived in Singapore, I remember lots of people saying to me that they knock their heels onto the ground like that to make their bones stronger. I researched it, and then I researched that calcium, free calcium, is released from the bones into the blood and regenerated back into the bones. Okay, so this we call a shimmy, but you can also do it in the chest. Again, that's where your thymus, your center of immunity is. So let's take it from the chest to the hips and thighs, pelvis, chest, hips and thighs. The shimmy is so healing. Not only does it feel great, but the shaking of cells releases trauma. Dr. Peter Levine says that one of the best ways to release trauma is to allow the body to naturally go into a shaking, releasing state. Let's do it all from the top. Shoulders, round chest, the heart rolling, the undulation forward and back, from the undulation forward and back into the vertical 8, from the vertical 8 into the horizontal 8, from the horizontal 8 into the shimmy. Well done, everyone. Okay, so now we're going to finish up with some stretches, and we're going to start with a lymphatic stretch. I love this stretch. It's so good because your lymph starts with your calves pumping just there. So we have lymph behind the knees, we have lymph in our groin, all up through the rib area, a lot of lymph, of course, under the armpits, a subclavicular lymph, which we don't touch very much. It's great for that, and lymph all around our neck and ear area. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go down and up. It's a bit like a squat, okay? But what we do here is we pump our fists, we squeeze into ourselves, and we release and open our hands. Down, squeeze, that helps your lymph flow. Okay, down, help your lymph flow, and up. Pump the lymph and up. This is a wonderful move. 8 times a day. You just do a few of them and you find that everything starts to move. Okay, let's do a kind of step point. Ready? Step and point. So this is a bounce. Bouncing moves, very prevalent in belly dancing, help you with lymphatic support. The bounce, it's a gravity. Bounce. Just want you to bounce. Enjoy it. It's like a tennis ball. Okay, like a tennis ball bouncing. And we have another move called a hip drop. It's a bouncing hip drop. Allow yourself to find gravity. And change. It's a bouncing hip drop. You find gravity. You allow yourself to go nice and deep. Now we're going to take a breath. Okay, breathing in and releasing out. Again, breathing in, release out. Expand through the head, the upper chakras, the crown. This is liberating. It clears your mind and opens the space around you. We're also using body halves, which helps with clarity of thought. Exercise your neck and the third eye area, just for flexibility and to keep the head tension free. Then into the throat chakra, find your shoulders, activate and stretch to one side, stretch to the other side. down into the heart. Feel your heart rolling around in your lungs, between your lungs, open the other area. And then come down to your solar plexus and do a nice wave, strengthening by shining outwards and retreating back to gain your energy. And then we go down into the sacral chakra with a nice deep circle. And finally, right down into the root chakra or the base with our deep lymphatic squeeze. One last breath in, everyone. Breathing in, earth to heaven and heaven to earth. Thank you very much, and I wish you a wonderful Easter.